It is so hard to hear God in America because we are distracted by a lullaby. I got so convicted by two things. There was a documentary on the underground church of Iran called Sheep Among Wolves. It's on YouTube. It's free. And this lady who could be beaten and murdered for her faith said that after a certain amount of time that they would move back to the States and retire in California. So they get done, her and her husband moved to the States, and in less than 5 years, they moved back to Iran where she could be beaten and murdered for her faith because she said it was unbearable to live in America. And that makes me go, wow, that's interesting because we're a country of a freedom of religion. So shouldn't it be easier to worship Jesus? And she said, no, it was harder because she said that phrase. America is being rocked to sleep by a lullaby of entertainment. And that shocked me to the core years ago. And then recently I've become friends with a guy named Charles, who's from Nairobi, Kenya. And we were sitting down one night while we were on our tour bus doing our live podcast tour. And he said, Bryce, it is so hard to hear God in America. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. And he said, yeah, there's so much noise here. So much noise. Everyone's so distracted. Whereas when I'm back in Africa, I can hear God so clearly. And that's my warning. We're being distracted.
This is why Charlie Kirk said to follow the Sabbath. This is why we should put our phones down on Sundays and not touch any sort of electronic device on Sundays. That would be smart. We need to unplug from the internet and social media. It's healthy. We have to be ever discerning in modernity with how much information we have access to.